Saturday morning and back on the call outs, but got tyre issue. This one's needing a new tyre soon and it needs to be balanced because this side's worn and that side's not. But he said, you know, we're only doing local mileage. He was like, you know, we can run it for a bit longer if you want. Well, I've come a call out in town. I didn't think it was in town. Coming one's in town because I just paid £8 for parking. And so go and have a look at this job. It says there's a pump to the flats has failed, so we'll go check it out, see what's going on. So, I don't know why my lights go on, but yeah, when he said the pump, an inline one, obviously this is a big storage tank they've got, and it feeds 8 flats. And each flat's like an 8 bed, and they have no water. So they've got 2 pumps here. That one's gone down. They've ordered a new one, and this is this reserve one, which he said it wasn't working. However, we've just turned up and it's working, so I don't actually have to do anything here. So they've still not got any water. So what I've done, I've opened one of these up, and obviously we can turn that on or off. So that's just come backwards from the flat. And then what I've done is disconnected, obviously, this bit. And what we can now do is manually. So, you can see nothing's coming out of that. So a bit further investigation now. So what you can see is if I do that and then press pump, that pump's working. So let's isolate that, get this back on. And what he's saying is there's no water to any flat, so that's telling me there's a blockage between here and, telling me there to there, but because otherwise one of these flats would have water. So if none of them have got water, the pump's working, there should be a block here, but we will investigate now. So I'm going to put this back on, and then I'm going to disconnect these. Well, I'll put it back on and I'll try that one, see if water pumps out, and then if not, we'll just work backwards and see if we find that it's just going to get a mop, because obviously I don't want this going too far out into the hallway. So all back on and running now. Not sure exactly what we've done. We just opened and closed a few valves and maybe that's fixed it, but I can feel water pumping through that. And we've just took this one off and that one off, and they're both getting water to each one, so technically it should be going to the flats. He's just gone to check. So yeah, complete, all done now. It's 10 o'clock and I've got a call out, and I've just jumped into me work gear like a firefighter, ran out the house, and what I literally said in the last video about turning the alarm off, I forgot. So Rachel's just rang me absolutely kicking off because the house alarm's just gone berserk at 10 o'clock. So let's see, go and see what this call out is. Yeah.
Water. And the water in the tap, it was only like, you know, only few water there, but now it's getting increased.
So water's coming up the bath and the sink, so the toilet. Have you got access to outside? I'm going to check where your access chamber is. So the toilet inside I've disconnected and I've rodded, so we got rid of all that water, so it stopped leaking in the kitchen. However, this is her toilet coming in, so I've rodded this bit and this bit's clear. So this is like a really old one, but at least I've just managed to start getting the nuts turning. So we're going to take this off. A bit of water might come out here, but at least I'll be able to rod it, obviously towards where the blockage is, hopefully. So as you can see, I've managed to get this off, and what I don't want to do is fully open it, because then all this water will go flying down the stairs and have a bigger job to clean. So what I'm hoping to do is prise it open a little bit so it comes out, mop it up until I can take that off, and then I'm gonna rod it and hopefully we'll hear a gargle and it'll all go. Right, so here we go, we're into the pipe. Obviously that's just a bit of old shit we'll build up, but we're gonna let's take a closer look. Break some of that off. As you can see, the blockage is further down than this flat here, which let's rod that now, see where we get. So I got 4 rods down and I just heard a big gargle and I just heard everything flush out, so I think we've solved it now. The hardest bit now is going to be getting this cover back on. I just have to silicone it on it with one of the bolts snapped. So I'll have to silicone it and just put the one on the bottom. But yeah, let's put this back on and flush the woman's toilet, see if everything's okay. So just left the bath running. So as you can see, the water's coming out there now. No doubt, I don't know what all this. Let's probably just flush the toilet. There you go, all good now. So let's tidy up and go home. Oh. Ah. I don't know if I can do that any better. So, just finished that job and it was horrible that. I mean, it was a housing, it ended up being a housing association and it was one of them like new old builds. So like obviously you're looking at it thinking, oh, it's obviously, you know, it's not like a 1960s house or anything like that. It's been built newer than that. However, it was so old, like literally the cast iron pipes, you can see when I broke into that rodding point, the rodding point was rusted shut. Screw snapped off. I was thinking, oh my god, this is going to be a nightmare. But I felt sorry for that woman. Oh, she paid a plumber to come out and he done something and said he'd fixed it and got off, charged her for the call out, and then she just obviously come back and the bath, the sink, everywhere was just full, and it was like really black water like the inside of the pipe. So I'm wondering whether something's happened further up the pipe, whether, I don't know, weird, something's obviously fell down and blocked it. But I'm gonna buy a camera, because one, for when we start jobs and we can obviously assess the drains, and you know, if there's any issues before we start work, it's on record. Then I'm starting to learn all this, that you have to cover yourself on everything now, and unfortunately, you know, you could start a job and the drains could already be blocked or knackered, and then you do an extension, connect to the drains and it's all blocked, and then they go, oh look, yeah, that drain's blocked, must have been your digger, or you know, if you've got a camera there already that shows a video saying, look, it was already blocked before we started work. But yeah, and it'll just help with jobs. Well, I wouldn't have helped with jobs like that, but that water was horrible. It was like black, rusty. Ugh. But yeah, nothing yet's come through, so I'm gonna head home now and go to bed. Just seen a fella then. Shout out if you're watching. He's just subscribed to the channel. I was walking past with my rodding sticks and he just went, blockage lad, and he was like, old cast iron. He literally knew straight away what it was, and I was like, yeah, and just got chatting to him, and he was like, oh yeah, he watches loads of videos on YouTube and watches Asheville, and I can't remember who he said the joiner was and a plumber, but yeah, it's good, like thinking there is obviously a big audience for this type of work, and hopefully let us know. We don't get that many people commenting on telling us, so let us know what you want to see more of. You know, are you enjoying the call outs where I'm trying to, you know, share as much knowledge as I can, or do you prefer seeing the bigger stuff? Obviously we do quite a big range of stuff, including like buying houses and financing and going through all that. So as and when we're going through those stages, obviously I'll just be sharing it with you. But at the moment it's the student jobs, call outs in the yard, so that's keeping me busy enough. Oh. So it's Sunday morning and I've uploaded 2 videos this week because I was editing. I had 2 hours 40 minutes of footage and I managed to edit it down to 2 hours, and I was just like, oh. And I've still missed loads of bits out as well, so I might do some shorts with the other bits. And I was watching Asheville and Every Trade, and then I got a call out, so I'm on the way to it now. Just says plumbing. So whoever's in the office who's took this one just says plumbing. So it's 15 minutes away, and yeah, we'll see what this one is and how quickly we can fix it. This one's $264 an hour, so I'll get half of that, 132. So what was it that had gone? The tap, wasn't it? The tap had rusted off and popped off, and then how long's it been?
Probably an hour, yeah. Maybe even longer, a little bit more.
Yeah. Yeah, obviously just mains flushing out, and I've just been in the, trying to find the obviously the stop taps and the crammed in this little cupboard. So we turn that off now. I'll be able to go and swap the isolators, put a new tap on, and solve it. So the issue was this bit had totally snapped off, just rusted too, and that one was stuck on. God, who's done that? That's terrible. And I've just tried to take this bit off and it's just snapped, so I just don't know whether it's just a cheap tap really that's caused all the issues. But let's get a new one on and get it all up. So what I'm doing is I'm just going to turn this on, but I'm just on the call to the customer so that he can shout if there's any leaks. Anything?
Not yet, no.
No, that's it. All on now.
Okay.
Alright, I'll see you in a minute.
Looks good, okay.
So, new tap, all done. Right, on to the next one. Oh, I'm recording. So it looks like this could be the call out day, as I don't like going over to CH, it's over the water, because they're like at least 30 minutes away, so you know it's not as thingy. However, if I can do 3 or 4 of them over there, then you know it's worth doing. So maybe this will be the day I do the call outs and I share with you how much I've earned and how long they've took. So that one, oh no, I've got no battery because I'm uploading videos on YouTube. So that one there was 264, so I get half of that, 132, and obviously done pretty quick. I've done 56 minutes it was, so if you were an all-ass, you'd have dragged it out and made it into 2 hours, but you know, I've left my card with them and I'm no doubt he'll either call again or pass it on to others. So yeah, let's go and see these other ones over the water. So rather frustratingly, I've just driven all the way to over the water, which I just said I don't really like doing, and got to this job that it said leaking radiator, and it just took me 40 minutes to get here. Knock on the door and like no one answers for ages, and there's a kid in the window and I just keep knocking and I just get the vibe. I was like, nah, like these don't want to pay or they don't want to something. And yeah, eventually after me like knocking for the 4th time, she answers the door And she's like, oh no, I didn't order a plumber, no, it's not me. And it's obviously that address, everything. It's just like, so I'm guessing what's happened is either, I've had it once before where a fella's rang like 10 companies, and obviously like one's got there just before me and done whatever, and I stood there knocking. Eventually he was like, oh no, don't worry, it's been fixed now. But what happens is when you confirm the job over the phone, you're in like a legal binding contract then to pay obviously the call out charge, because the company will only confirm it to me once the customer's confirmed over the phone that they are 100% happy to send out engineer. Otherwise I've just driven 45 minutes out the way, all my time, diesel, everything, and for them to just turn around and go, oh yeah, nah, just suck it off. But luckily there's the other one over this way, so I say over this way, it's 20 minutes away, so I am just heading towards that one now. Hopefully get some more here while I'm over here. Otherwise yeah, it's not worth doing. There's certain areas, I'll be honest, certain areas when they send me the things, not just how far away it is, but just the areas, I just think like these areas, whenever I go, there's just always issues with payments and stuff like that, and I think it's not worth the hassle of going, you know what I mean? But yeah, let's go on this next one, and hopefully it's an easy one. So the other job has just cancelled on me, so now I am stuck over the water. It took me 45 minutes to get here and there's no work, so I'm gonna go to a McDonald's because I need the toilet, and I'm just gonna get some lunch, and fingers crossed a good job comes available. But this is why I'm not doing these anymore, this side of the water. It's just like a headache. So I'm sat in McDonald's, got my lunch, and wouldn't you know it, they've just sent me a call out back over my side of the water. So I've just driven all the way here for the Mackies, and now I'm going back. So we're just on another call out, and what's happened is that the water's stuck on. So I've just took the control valve off. There's like a little cap there that pops off that bit, and then obviously there's just a Phillips head screw that holds it in. However, you can see in there, like the plastic's been just threaded. Obviously it matches that cog there, and it's just, there's just nothing. You've got no give. So I think I've got a bar in my van. I'm gonna go and check now. If not, they'll have to order one, or I'll have to see if I can fix this on somehow. Maybe mitre bond or something, I don't know. But let's see if I've got one of them in my van now. So luckily I had one of these in my van. So let's see, what I do now is I'm going to order a few of these now so that I've got them in my van, because this is quite a common fault that goes on with these mixer bars. So they're pretty standard sizes, so let's just swap this one over. Sometimes, like, that's at the bottom, the top. So let's get this on and see. So fitted the new shower, and I've just turned the water on. So one thing to say that I always go to for this, such an easy one to do as well, people open the stopcock fully and like tighten it. So don't do that, open it fully and then come back a turn or two, because what you don't want to do is over loosen that where it's like under pressure, and what happens is I don't understand how, but it sticks to the thing and gets stuck. And so a lot of these jobs I go to, you can't turn the stop tap because it's so tight. So open it up fully and then come back a couple of turns so that it's free to turn. You're not, I think it can like rust into place when it's fully open. So all working now, and basically I'm just showing them that this one's got the temperature gauge on it, and obviously to go
the better one than
so
the
that,
other one.
yeah, is that warm enough?
Yeah.
Not too warm?
No.
So what it has is it has a safety feature where, if you see that now, that button clicks.
Yeah.
So it's for like, so you don't scald yourself in the shower. So it'll stay at 38, which is your body temperature. and if you want it to go hotter, you push this button in to allow it to go to 45, 50 or higher. But yeah, so you want it on 45, don't you? So I'll turn that off now. There you go, all done.
See what it was, you know, you said that plastic, but we have carers come in.
And she over tightened it.
They'd sent a plumber up, supposed to, and he was in here for 2 seconds, and that thing, when he was trying it,
Yeah.
you know, so as you say,
And then did he just leave it then? Did he just leave it?
He just left it, yeah. He
Why
said,
didn't
yeah,
he
it should be
fix it?
okay now.
Oh.
So I waited, and I've been sweating on this. I had a shower this morning. I was desperate for a shower. So I had a shower this morning and I couldn't turn the bloody thing off. It was just spinning as I showed you.
Well, all good now. And I think that's got a 3-year guarantee on it.
Okay.
So keep that. For this company are taking the mick. I've just gone and done that shower valve and said, right, that one's done, any others? And they just sent me one. Guess where it is? CH over the water. So it's half an hour away. And I'm hoping this one doesn't cancel, otherwise I'm just literally point blank refusing any CH now. But there's another one I've just done then, so I can't remember what I've done now. But and then another one now at 264, so I'll make 132, 132. So what are we at? 3 now, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, yeah. So yeah, I can't really moan, can I? I'm gonna drive half an hour to earn £132 an hour. I probably sound like a bad person saying that, but what you got to remember is it's 264 an hour. I get 132. However, I've got to drive half an hour there, half an hour back, so there's an hour. So it's really 2 hours work, and I'm getting 132. So it's still good. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm doing it, and I just need to keep doing as many of these as I can now to keep the yard going. So every time I do a day of these or a few days of these, I can get more hardcore in the yard. I can get, next thing will be like, you know, well, I'm hoping the fencing, so I'll have to do a few more days and get to pay for the fencing, because the fencing's going to be a few grand for the front of the palisade. I've got to wait for planning permission for that. So yeah, let's see what this next call out is. Hopefully it's an easy one, and hopefully they've got more over in CH. Because how it works is they as a company like pump money into obviously certain areas. So I keep getting loads in Halewood, and now CH they send me loads, and this is all because when we done Western, we went to pick a bed up in CH and they sent me it randomly, and I was like, yeah, go on, I'll do it. And so now obviously it goes on their system that I'm a plumber, electrician, whatever, in CH. So the amount of jobs they send me, and I'm just like, I wish they'd pump money into bloody Egbert or Garston. Imagine one day I'm going to turn up to one of the neighbours at Garston, aren't I, to do a call out. It's definitely gonna happen. But right, on the way to this one now. Hello. Yeah, I was ringing you before because I was doing the call outs, and they keep sending me them in CH, because I did one over here once when we picked a bed up, and they just send me them all the time now. And I thought there was one right by yours, by Cheshire Oak, so I thought I'll pop in and say hello once I've done it, and then they cancelled it. Oh. And then they sent me one in like Norris Green. So then I just gone all the way to Norris Green, and they just sent me another one in CH. So I've just come back through the tunnel now, so when I've finished this one, I'll give you a ring and see if you...
Yeah, okay, I'm just watching the footage. I put it on silent yesterday when we went to the cinema. I forgot to switch it off.
Ah, right, so you didn't hear it. I know. I wondered whether you'd be out with the dogs or you were busy or something.
No, I just I forgot to put it back on.
Yeah.
Crazy. Yeah, so great. Okay, see how you go, because we never know how long the job will be.
Yeah.
And let me know, because see where you are, because CH could be all over the place, couldn't it?
Oh, they keep sending me them in CH, and like I said, I thought, oh, I'm over here, and the two they sent me, they were like 25 minutes apart, but still in CH. So I was like, oh, I just see CH and think over the water. But yeah, I'll give you a ring when I've finished this one.
Okay, no, speak to you later.
Speak to you in a bit. Bye. Someone else who's in the same. So obviously when you use the sink, water's coming out. All this bit's totally dry. However, obviously you can see the puddles here. And what I'm guessing is, I can see you've got what's called push fit. So these are compression. They're compression. This one's a push fit. So if I pull that, it'll just come out.
Okay.
And then you have another one called solvent weld, where we glue it and it's like cemented in. It doesn't move. So we normally use solvent weld. However, you know, you can use push fit when they're accessible, but you've got push fit underneath there, which I wouldn't class that as accessible. Where you can't really reach the back. So I'm assuming it's just come loose. Basically, something's come loose and it's like in.
Okay.
It'll be like.
So is it an easy fix?
Well, yeah, I'm just gonna pull that out, but I'm assuming it'll be one of these. It'll just be like, see, like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Where it'll be in the pipe, but not quite.
Okay.
But let's have a little look. I'll try and because there's like plasterboard at the back where it goes through. So
Yeah.
I'll have a little look now. So basically, I've
Okay. Yeah.
put that away, but where your pipe goes outside, look,
Yeah.
I've got my finger there.
So.
I can feel inside the pipe. So outside, so all your water's just been like obviously firing out into the cavity,
Okay.
and obviously some of it is coming this way. So if we go outside the other side, what you should have is a pipe either loose or it'll go into a grid outside.
There is a grid just down here.
So look, if you go and have a look. And with it being push fit, what you can do is I can hold that side as you push it. Yeah, there you go, your pipe's popped out. So I'm not sure how. So I reckon when they fitted the washing machine,
Yeah.
the dishwasher, they've had to change some of them pipes to put a T on.
Okay.
And as they've done it, they've obviously knocked this out. With it being push fit, see? It just pushes in. So
Okay.
if you push this back in now,
Try and hold some resistance. Yeah.
well, you'll push it back in, and I'll go that side,
And then I'll
and
just hold.
I'll guide it in, and I'll give you a shout just to like.
Yeah. You can open the. There's a little
Yeah,
window.
I'll open that window. Yeah.
So I just put some resistance on this. Yeah.
You just literally. So if you push it, and
Yeah.
I'll give you an example of. Hold that. Cameraman.
Okay. I'm just filming now.
So if you push that back in, look, that's the type of resistance I'm after from you.
Yeah. Cool. And I'm just going to put this in here now.
You're going to push that, and I'm going to like make sure it goes into
that
the
the right one,
T. Yeah. There's a little. There'll just be a bit of what's it called?
Bit of wiggle.
Oh no, a bit of brickworks fell down. There you go.
Break that!
So
Break that wall.
you can almost see it there. Let me try and get it.
Yeah.
Right, I think that's in it. So
All right. Well, you just open.
I'll
this
go
one
in
up,
here.
we can have a chat,
Yeah.
so.
Go on. So
So is it just a mistake for the guys who put these, or?
yeah, they just
I mean, it's still with there.
knocked it out. You see, you got your water coming out there properly now.
Oh yeah.
So all I've done is I don't stock any push fit, or I don't do any grey. I haven't seen any grey for years. But obviously I've just put a clip on just to stop it happening again. And they're going to go and get a white, because I don't screw fix don't even stock the grey anymore. But they're just going to go and get a white one and put it on themselves, because it's not worth paying me to go to screw fix and back just to get a 189 elbow. So yeah, all done. See if they've got any others in CH while I'm here. So just done the call outs, and what's your postcode? CH, isn't it? CH2. Yeah. So just finished one, and I'm just waiting because I know they're going to send me another one in CH. So I've just come to my dad's to say hello and have a cup of tea. And I thought, while I was here, I'll give you a tour of the van. So this is the extra long wheelbase Sprinter. So this is the longest one you can get, 3.5 ton, and it's organised chaos, believe me, because you're probably thinking, you know, what is all this? However, I know where everything is. And when you're doing these call outs, everything's in a rush. Every now and then I go through and I organise all this, and then every Friday it just gets, you know, lost again. But we've got the racking, so all this racking was on eBay, and what I've just got is loads of these clips just for pipes and stuff, because I thought, oh, the amount of times, you know, you need a length of pipe, and I've fed up with standing and everything. And then also they're good for clipping crowbars and whatever else. So if I go through, what I've set it up is, it'll come from the side, but here I've got this side's plumbing, this side's electrics, and then we've got, you know, little hand tools, tape, screws, hole saws, concrete screws, sandpaper, cutters, staple gun, odd parts, and then this is my gas box. I've got that my electrics, I've got speed fit, literally everything you could think of to do with a call out. Obviously my ladders, I've got a box with spare taps, yeah, literally everything you could do to think of. And I've got my din rails now, so as we go through getting parts, I try and keep, these are all new but they're a bit dusty, I try and keep some of the old ones as well, because if I go to someone's house in a call out and they've got, you know, a Hager, BG, CPN, LVE, all these different ones. What I've just bought these din rails, and I'm just going to kit them out now. And then you'll go through all the electrics bit. We've got silicone, I've got spare boards, I've got fans, earth wire, we've got sockets, we've got oven switches, we've got grid switches, we've got smoke, plugs, bulbs, fuse spares, double sockets, single sockets, fire alarm, call points, back boxes. So as I do these call outs, I try and have this kitted out, and then when I use one, I'll buy it. Or if I need something and I don't have it on that, I'll go right and I'll buy it, and I'll try and, so I need to go through this all again. And because what happens is this van gets used for call outs, and then something will happen, I'll end up throwing loads of stuff in for work, and then I have to keep going over it again for the call outs. But yeah, I mean, I did think like about showing this van on, you know, what's inside and stuff, but I think you can see it, you know. If anyone wants to break into my van, I think the most expensive thing in here is probably a tap, and you're not going to get anything second hand for stuff like that. But yeah, this is, you know, this is my side of things, that I feel like I should have this as kitted out as possible, because if I'm turning up to someone's job to do, you know, an emergency call out, I should have the parts, at least, you know, the most common ones. If I turn up and it's some crazy industrial part, then obviously not. However, yeah, I try and kit this out as much as I can, so that when we rock up, you know, I've got my drain rods here. But yeah, if there's anything any suggestions on how I can kit this out even better, then do let me know, because I'm always up for learning new stuff or new tools or carriers or anything like that. So, but I feel like at the moment I've made as much use of this space as I can. And yeah, it's working at the minute because the amount of jobs I turn up to and they're like, oh, we're going to need this. And I go, oh, one sec, got that in my van. And they're always amazed. But yeah, might be the call out company, so I'll just pack up and, I'll just lock up and go and have a cup of tea.